I am RadSunglasses and I am your host for today, and today is February 6, 2026. Morrow has made a stream where he played 3 games. Indigo Park, Beta Tower, which please that doesn't mean that he will add the game to Indicross, and Gravity Circuit. And in that stream, he answered a lot of questions from fans, but they were mostly about Indicross. So let's get right into them. So, Priority is still being worked on. Good. However, Morrow doesn't know if he will upload it to his main channel or not. Like most characters in episode 3, Frisk will also be absent in the 3rd episode. But something that belongs to Undertale we'll still see in the 3rd episode. So Undertale is not fully cut out of the picture in episode 3. The reason onto why Chester just appeared out of nowhere in Indicross is because his mechanic was inspired from Rivals of Aether, and because he's built different. There was a comic that Morrow and Iku were working on with the Cruel Whispers characters. It mostly revolved around Vorets. It's been on hold because Iku is busy, way more busy than Morrow. This was answered before and it's answered again. Kratos will not be mentioned by Shovel Knight at all. The character that Charlotte will face, which is the other character that hasn't been announced besides Sagris, is not a protagonist, kind of like Springtrap. Morrow explained that he chose Genocide Frisk for Indicross because he thought that Pacifist Frisk wouldn't be that interesting for a action-based series, and also Madeline and Nico kind of fill that role because, they're pacifists as well, and there's not gonna be, the series is action-based. We don't need that much pacifist characters. Although that being said, Morrow did admit that Frisk did change a little after episode 2. And that V1 will fill the gap of the full Genocide Frisk from episode 1. Game Maker actually went directly to Morrow to praise them for episode 2. They actually say that they loved the episode and even acknowledged the existence of Game Master. Talking about Game Master, like said before, he will return in flashbacks, but this is new. Charlotte's personality, to an extent, will change to match Game Master's personality now that she has his energy. Morrow is making a game, like a video game, and it's still in early beta. Basically, they're still making the placeholders. Hornet vs. the Roaring Knight is still being worked on. Another reason for the song I Lost My Mind was delayed, besides Morrow working on episode 2, is because he wanted to be very original with the scenes of the music video. Fun fact for both episodes 2 and 3. Fun fact about episode 2 and 3. The V1 fight with Unithor does not have a storyboard. Same goes for the fights between Game Master against the Beheaded and the Drifter. Priority, like said before, will have every animation style, like Gumball. The Rogues, their fighting style doesn't really apply to their personality. They win or lose depending if they're strong or weak, but it also depends who they fight with. Morrow said he does not want to announce the second character, mainly because most people may not know who it is. More information around Frisk. Morrow said that Frisk is somewhat neutral right now, but they still cling to their personality from Genocide. He did say that if Frisk meets someone that is going to threaten them and fight them, Frisk will fight back. But if Frisk meets someone merciful, then Frisk will spare them. Actually, the V1 is not just there just to fight the rogues. He's actually going to progress on their plot. He's going to make them advance on their plot, basically. Morrow said he wants to get a new 3D model for Sagris. More information on the new character, besides Sagris. The new character is actually quite easy to animate. And Morrow stated they're both a boy and a girl. I don't know what to do with this information. Also, the new character is tall. Or at least, something makes them taller. And that's all the questions we've had and all the information. So this has been your daily Indie Cross news. Wait, what? We got something new? Wait, we missed a question? We missed a question for real? Oh, we did. About Charlotte. Okay, so someone asked if Charlotte is pure evil. Well, Moro said that. Insert Wither Foxy jump scare here.